We do not receive any subsidies from the government, any government grants. And that's something that I have to tell people around here all the time because they think I get paid to do this. I founded Georgia Street by mistake. I was born and raised on Georgia Street. I lived there all my life, moved away for a little bit, and lost my job and had to move back in December of 2007. Around February of 2008, I decided to take a walk in the neighborhood, going to the store or whatever. The snow was melting. There was a bunch of trash that was in the storm drains on the corner, and it had literally started flooding. So I'm out there with a stick trying to get everything flowing down the sewer drains. And I looked at the lots and I could see all this garbage that people had dumped. And I wanted to clean them up. I was trying to figure out how I was gonna keep people from dumping. And I decided that I was gonna plant a little small garden, plant some flowers, keep the grass cut. We had people coming out to see what we were doing. A lady in the neighborhood had 2 foster boys and a son. And she asked me, could I give them some structure? And she sent them down, faithfully. That first week, they were coming every day. And they must have had fun because they started bringing other kids from the neighborhood. We started doing movie nights and reading in the garden. And then I didn't want it to be something that I just did during the summer. I wanted to be able to work with them and mentor them all year. And a lady saw us, a lady from Arizona, she saw an article in The Guardian that we were in, and she decided to fund our rehab. And she's been sending us money ever since. That's kind of like 90% of our funding comes from one single person. You know, I always thought how it was when I was a kid growing up. We had fruit trees everywhere, and we had the adults that provided stuff for us to do. You know, we had block parties and different things like that. So I wanted to give those kids, you know, kind of the same feeling that I got when I was growing up, that it was a bunch of people taking care of us. It wasn't just our family, you know. It was the neighborhood, it was the village. When we first started, we noticed a pattern. And it'd be, you know, 8, 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, and you saw people walking through the path, which we kept. The grocery store closed at 9 o'clock, but they were going to the liquor store and the gas station. And they were coming back with, like, grocery bags. Well, we all know at the liquor store and the gas station, they don't sell fresh food. You know, there's no meat. Everything is processed or snacks. That's when we start thinking that we need to do something about this. I felt like I had to do something. I mean, it wasn't like it just popped into my head. It was like a gut-wrenching thing, you know, like, this is crazy. My definition of a food desert is different from a lot of people's definition. Because we have a grocery store. Some definitions say that there's not a grocery store or a place you can get fresh produce. My definition of the food desert is that it's easier to go to the gas station to buy stuff than it is to go to the grocery store. I think it's more of how often you're able to go and buy fresh food. In my opinion, it's not that people with money are coming down picking in the community garden. You know, it's people that really need it that come and pick, and they really can't afford to go to Easter market every Saturday or farmers market. You know, all the time we always get, well, if this state funded, you know, I got a bridge card, or, you know, I got this, and, you know, I'm like, that's not how it works. Even though we do give a lot of stuff away for free, things come out of my pocket, you know, and things come from my work. Pay the $20 or pay the $10 for a family garden, and then you can get some of this, you know. And a lot of them don't understand, but we do not get any government funding. It started off as a beautification project. I knew we would be able to eat it, you know, but then finding out, you know, what some corporations were putting into our food to supposedly make it better, but mostly to make it grow faster, you know, and not die and keep growing. And, you know, the things that they were putting into it I believe is affecting everyone's health. That's probably the main reason why I kept going, you know, that I feel like I need to show people and teach people what's going on. So hopefully the kids around here will be able to either do a project like this or maybe even take it another step forward and develop the neighborhood and make sure the neighborhood keeps redevelopment over and over again the way it needs to be. When you get involved and get informed, you know what your meat should look like. Even when you go to the grocery store, people would really be more community minded, taking care of each other. You know, if something's going on and if you can help, you know, and that is not charity, you know, that it's actually, it's human. You know, that's what we're supposed to do. You know, we're supposed to take care of each other. And I think that needs to be global.